Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? Um, Hopefully, everybody is doing good and your shelter in place is keeping you safe. I apologize for those of you guys that are watching on LinkedIn. Um, I have not been able to get the comments up and running today, so if I miss a comment off a LinkedIn live, I apologize. I will have that fixed next week. Just got a few bugs to work out. But I wanted to come back at you guys and just see how everybody was doing. Um, if you're trying to leave me a comment on LinkedIn and you can't, you can also find us at BKS-Systems on Facebook because I am seeing those comments. So hopefully, hope to see you as well on that. Um, so here we are in day 555 of our COVID-19 quarantine. And in Chicago, we got snow today. So we had a inch of snow on the ground. Well, just a dusting. Apologize, an inch is a little much, but it caused a 50-car pileup. So bless everybody. Hope everybody came out safe from that. But you know, Mother Nature kind of said, hey, we're not done yet. So for those of you guys that are watching this when somewhere warmer, I'm happy for you because it's cold and it's snowy here. So kind of wanted to jump off today and just kind of recap a couple things that we have seen over the last couple weeks. It's been a unique time. The first thing is, we spent a big amount of time and a large energy trying to get our users and our customers and our employees working remotely. That's great. Our volume has dropped. It seems that is working. Most of our customers are working from home. We're getting a few emails now where it's like, hey, this is going to be extended longer than I thought, so let's come up with some more permanent solutions. Well, it's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is the fact that the permanent solutions are really what's going to be coming up. That's kind of the next thing, right? What does it mean to be working remote? What do you think you got to do? There are a million different ways to answer that question, and trust me, everybody wishes they could, right? So the biggest thing right now that everybody's trying to figure out is how to work remotely and maintain productivity. That's been a tough sell, and we've kind of had a lot of customers that ran at it pretty quick and we didn't have time to really think about it. So things like remote desktop or log me in type scenarios, but we're kind of over that hump, and we want to have a conversation with our customers about what is tomorrow going to look like. And when I say tomorrow, when we all go back to work, what kind of things did we learn from this? What kind of things do we have to do better? That's the kind of stuff that we're looking at right now that we need to figure out. And the biggest piece of all of that is just like it was before. How do we do it productively, and securely? I will tell you that a lot of our customers have looked at moving their entire infrastructure to the cloud so they can basically work from wherever. We're working more towards a remote workforce as compared to a remote desktop workforce. Things like file sync and share solutions, SharePoint, OneDrive, Dropbox, Workplace are becoming the new norm. We're currently working with one of our customers that is completely closed down, has nobody in the office, and they're a newer customer of ours, so we never were able to get some of their newer systems up and running, so they don't have access to any of their data. So we're in the process of moving that data to a SharePoint cloud solution, because let's face it, that is the way they are going to access their data going forward. And if all goes well, there's a really good chance that data will be accessible to them before we're done with the shelter in place. So God willing, this gets done fast, but we're working right now to get this done and getting this customer up and running on a more permanent solution. That has been the question lately, is what are the permanent solutions out? And I will say that the biggest thing that everybody's going to fall back on is VPN. And your IT guy may even come to you and say, you know what, we're worried about security. What happens if your home network gets attacked and you VPN into our office? What happens? So we're starting to see some discussions where IT people are reaching out and mandating certain security levels at the home network. That's a tough one, because how far do you want your IT infrastructure to reach? Do you want it to reach into your employees' houses? I don't know if the answer is yes. I don't know if the answer is no. It depends on the industry, depends on the owner, and so forth. But you can control some of those things. If you have a mobile workforce, laptops that are company provided, therefore can be controlled and locked down and secured through your corporate policies as compared to using your employee's computer, and maybe not quite as secure. Maybe they don't patch management as well. Corporate provided equipment with corporate mandated VPN. I know a lot of the accounting firms and banks, that was the mandate before. So I don't really see that changing much, and I actually see that more coming down to the rest of the world. The bigger piece of it, though, is, do I need to have my servers sitting in my office? Let's take into account, what happened in 9/11, where we weren't sure I could get to our offices. Well, now we can go to our offices, but we're not allowed to. So if you take all of that into place, should our servers be in the cloud? And we can get that going, and we can get everything together ASAP. And then if your building does get locked down, your company still works. Your VPNs VPN to the cloud. They don't VPN to you, and everything should be going. At this point, these are questions that we're starting to have a lot of conversations with our customers on. Once you decide what your remote workforce is going to look like, and that you have answered the security and the disaster questions, the next piece comes, have you implemented proper security within your organization? Do you do things like phishing training, cybersecurity? Do you have a policy manual pertaining to that your employees have to sign, that computer usage and so forth and everything else? I believe that every user, every company should have some type of policies. We typically recommend you kind of follow the NIST or CIS standards. But depending on the size of your company, that could be anywhere between 20 and 40 policies that you need to utilize and follow for your company. Not a bad thing. And companies like ours can help you with those policies and help you write them. You just got to keep it going. The piece of that, phishing training, there has been a million phishing scams that have come out with, when are you going to get your stimulus check? God loving, God willing that you all got your stimulus checks and didn't have any phishing attacks, but you got to be careful what you click on. Those phishing attacks lead to ransomware attacks where they actually encrypt all your data. So are you training your employees to be your number one firewall? They're your number one liability and your number one asset. So maintaining those connections and working with those people is going to be huge. We would love to continue having conversations with all of you about all of what we can do to help you. But the guidance that we're kind of giving right now is, since you're quarantined, what is working, what isn't working, what have you had access to, what haven't you had access to? What would you like to do better? What are your requirements for going forward? Are you going to have everybody back at the office? Are you worried about the office? Do you want to evaluate a cloud solution for your data? Like I said, SharePoint, File Sync and Share, Azure, AWS. They're not expensive. It really isn't. We have one customer that we're looking at right now that instead of spending $6,000 on a server, we are doing a monthly server cost of roughly $100 in the Azure cloud for them. So it's also a capital expense that's a really affordable event for your business. Those things all allow you to have the opportunity to work from wherever. The next piece is layer on, okay, you know what worked, you know what didn't work, you know what you know what you want, and you know some ideas of how to accomplish it. Now you layer on, how is it secure? Are you using a VPN? Is your data encrypted in the cloud? Is it encrypted at rest? Is it encrypted in travel? Do you have proper data security, meaning your proper users are segmented so that your newest engineer doesn't have access to payroll unless they're a payroll engineer, and so forth. And then layer on the cybersecurity training, phishing training, breach prevention, dark web monitoring, the things that your employees need to kind of be aware of so that they know. We talked a lot about dark web monitoring and breach prevention. Well, one really good example is when I pull up my email address on the dark web, it shows that I have a password that has been hacked. Yes, it was the password that I used when LinkedIn was breached 4 years ago, something like that. I don't use that password anymore. That doesn't mean that I was breached. It just means that if I was still using that password, I would really have to make sure I change that password everywhere. Hey, Steven, thanks for checking in on LinkedIn. I finally got the messages going. I hope you're seeing this. You asked when we're going, but we're live. So thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. But really quick to get back to everything is the users are not, you can't forget about the users. Technology does not provide an end-all be-all safety net. You have to train your users and put all of that together in a corporate governance guidance policies that as a company, you all agree to follow. And that will provide you with that guidance on what to do the next time something like this happens. You'll have a handbook that says when the doors have to be locked, you can move out. So hey, Joanne, we can actually do a dark web scan for you if you like. I don't know if I will reach out via direct message to you on LinkedIn when this is all over, and I'll help you with that. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. But write all those policies so that when the government, and God forbid the government does this, says you got to go home again, that you just flip the book open and say, okay, do 1, 2, 3. All right. Or when you get breached because you have a ransomware hit, flip the book open. What do I do? Or even before you get breached, you got a new employee. Okay, flip the book open. These are the 10 things the new employee has to do. He got to get trained on this. She's got to get this done, and so forth. Having it all in writing means that you're not flying by the seat of your pants and you're following the best governance, and you're running you as a company, maybe your board of directors, maybe your information security team are constantly doing this and reviewing it on a on a yearly basis, just to make sure that nothing's changed. Our world changes in the blink of an eye. We're all sitting in our office or in our house. Excuse me, I'm in my office, but most people are at their houses. The world will change before we know it. So you cannot rely on stale policies. Hey, Joe, thanks for the thumbs up. Really looking forward to getting out there, and I can't wait to come meet with all of you guys face to face. Love getting our information out here. I love the fact that we can, have this media. And if you guys want to, communicate with me, send me an email, send me a text, send me whatever. What do you guys want to talk about? I'll talk all day long. I can talk about technology till I'm blue in the face. I want to hear what you guys want to hear about. So I'm going to keep giving you more information. We're going to go live again next week. We're going to try to get back on our regular schedule of Thursdays at 1. Appreciate you guys all checking in on today. Although I would actually be interested to hear if you guys would like Wednesdays or Thursdays. Because if Wednesdays are better at 1 o'clock, I'll keep Wednesdays. I'm good with that. But we're here for you guys. We'll help you with your remote workers. We'll help you figure out how to be more productive when this is all done. We're going to end this soon. We're all in this together. Hashtag we're all in this together. Hashtag this. We're going to get back out there, and we're going to go visit our customers, and we're going to make sure that our customers have procedures in place to handle this and can maintain their security throughout this, maintain their productivity, and maintain their ability to work with their customers. I understand that the retail shops have to be closed, and the barber shops and salons have to be closed because that's contact. But a large percentage of our industry is closed, and not industry, but our economy is closed because they did not have work from home ability. So let's plan for that next time. Next time you have the opportunity to work from home, work from home. There was an article that was written, or actually a letter that was written by our state rep, Mark Batnick, to the governor here, where one line that caught my eye was Walmart's open because they're a grocery store, but they're selling shoes. But the shoe store downtown is closed. So the shoe store downtown needs to get back in line. And if they can't sell because they have the doors closed, can we sell online? Can they do virtual something every day? I don't know the answer to that. I'm using an example. But if you plan ahead for these kind of things, how do you work? How do you work for all the disasters, a pandemic, a fire, you name it, internet down, if those kind of things. Have those plans in place, have the book in place, have the security training and the vulnerability management in place so that when something happens again, and it's a matter of if something will happen again, it might not be to the whole country, but it will happen again to some one of us, you're ready to go. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys all. Joe, you're on my call list. I got your email. I'll give you a call in a little while. Appreciate all you guys checking in. I see a few of you guys have said Wednesdays are best, so I will try to move ours to Wednesday at 1 o'clock. So check back in again next week, Wednesday with me. And like I said, Joanne, I will hit you up on a direct message. Guys, thank you very much. And I am looking forward to talking to you guys all really soon and can't wait to go out and meet all you guys face to face. Have a great day, and we will talk soon. Thank you.